I want to talk about something more pleasant. My first love. So, my first love was when I was in college, and it's funny when I met him, we were friends because I was talking about. I think I was thinking about some other guy I had a crush on, and I used to always talk to him about him, and he never said anything. He never said he liked me or anything like that. So I would always see him and we would talk and I would talk about this other guy. He never said nothing. So this went on for months. And then one day we were leaving for spring break and he gave me a card. I think it was a card or a letter. And he told me to read it when I got home. He lived in a different city. He lived in New York. So I remember telling him because he had like this big afro. And I remember saying to him how cute he would be if he get a haircut. So he gave me the letter. And when I read it in so many words, he let me know that he liked me. And he said something about being a secret admirer of mine or something. And I was shocked because all this time I never considered looking at him in that way. So we came back from spring break. He got a haircut and he looked amazing. He was so handsome. He was like really, really cute. And I guess I was looking at him for the first time, looking at him in a different light. And so that started our relationship. And I bring that up because I'm thankful for that relationship because he taught me what love was. He taught me how it is for a man to care about you and, be there for you and just make you feel good about yourself and about just about everything. And I remember like we had a lot of late night talks and stuff. And when we would leave each other for the summer, we would, because there wasn't no cell phones then. So this is before all that. So we would get creative running up the long distance. I remember I got in trouble with my grandmother one time for talking to him too long on the phone. Her bill was high. I remember her getting on me about that. But we would make each other cassette tapes and we would just talk on it and we mailed it to each other and it got us through until we saw each other again. August, what was it, August, September? And I think we was together maybe 2 years, almost 2 years. Can't remember. But he was he was just one of the best boyfriends I've ever had. He gave me my first piece of jewelry. It was a heart necklace that I still have, even though the necklace is popped, but I still have it. I keep meaning to get it fixed, but I just never did. But he gave me this beautiful heart that had like this little teeny diamond inside of it. Um, he used to give me like beautiful teddy bears. All my Animaniacs came from him. Um, he was just a really sweet guy. So I know that I think he's married now, kids and everything. I know that he's making her happy because he was a really good guy. Um, I've just always been thankful for that relationship and just thankful for him because, like I said, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never knew what love was. Um, and a lot of things that I'm dealing with now with somebody who betrayed me, I think about things that he would say, you know, to keep me going because he knew a lot about me. I think mm, I think he knows me better, probably better than the person that just betrayed me, because I've really opened up to this guy. Um, well, like I said, I learned a lot, and I know what love is, and I know what it feels like for a man to love you. So I am very thankful for that because he he reminded me that a lot of this isn't my fault. When someone treats you a certain way and they try to make you feel like it's your fault, like because they don't like certain things you do, that still doesn't make it right for you to do shitty stuff to them. You just leave them alone then. You know what I mean? You don't like betray them or like do them dirty. And when I was in college, I think, and I think I know, that was the best years of my life. It really was. That's why I laugh when this fucker tries to tell me that I don't like going out and I don't like doing this and I don't like doing that. I'm like, clearly you don't know me at all. Um, shit. The college was the best time of my life. I had a ball. I was always doing something. I was so happy. I was so because even before I got with my first love, because I didn't get with him right away. I didn't get with him until my, I think, second semester of school, maybe. I think. But I had my friends. I was in clubs. I had jobs. I had like three jobs. I was in like four or five different clubs. I was like always on the go, just always busy, just always doing something. But once I got with him, I made sure that shit, we saw each other every day. So that's why I said when people tell you they ain't got time, they full of shit because I had three, four jobs, was in 4 or 5 clubs, had my friends, and I saw him every single day. So um that was the best years of my life though. It really was. I wish I can go back there sometimes. I would do things so differently. I would do a lot of things differently. Um, I would have never wound up where I am now. I'd have never gotten this position. But anyway, so my first love is important to me and always will be because even when we broke up twice. The first time we broke up, we sat down and broke up with each other like a conversation. It wasn't like a nasty breakup or anything like that. But then we got back together and a stupid disagreement made us break up that second time. And that's when I learned about pride and that you don't let pride. That's why I love the song by Sade, Love is Stronger Than Pride. Um you don't let that You don't let pride cause you to go to bed angry. That's where I learned that lesson. Because what happened was we had gotten to and it was a stupid argument too. He was jealous about my best friend. My best friend was a male, cute dog, very handsome, but I didn't see him that way. Like that was my buddy, and we were both counselors, peer counselors. So we had to spend time together. And my boyfriend at the time was jealous, thinking I was spending too much time with him, and so he didn't really say that. We got into an argument, and I will never forget it. I had a Animaniacs puzzle on the table, and he had like knocked it on the floor, and it broke in a bunch of pieces. And then he left, and he had went upstairs, and he went to sleep in one of the empty rooms in the dorm upstairs. And I wanted to go after him. I played that back in my mind so many times years after that. I wanted to go after him, but my pride wouldn't let me do it. My pride was like, fuck him, let him stay up there, let him be mad. I'll just talk to him in the morning. And what happened was when morning came, he left. He was already gone. I would look for him at breakfast because I was going to talk to him then. And they was like, oh, he left. He had never came to breakfast. He never said goodbye. He had left and went back home to New York. And I had always regretted that because my pride let him go instead of talking to him like I should have. I didn't say anything. So that's how we broke up. But it was never nothing ugly, you know. He was never mean to me. He never said mean things to me. Um so so I always regretted that. But he was the first guy to propose to me. He was he was just really a thorough dude. He really was. And I'm just really thankful for that experience because, like I said, I can, and I've had a couple of nice guys besides him, but I'm just talking about like as far as my first love, he was just really a great experience, and he taught me a lot about myself. And I know he probably doesn't even like think about me now or whatever, but he has no idea how much of an impact he has made on my life because, you know, I've been with a lot of bullshitters, this past one included. And to have somebody that really cares about you is just refreshing. And it lets you know that it does exist. So I'm glad that I had it, at least for that little bit of time. So I know that real love do exist, real people exist. Um, and like I said, but this was back in the day, so this is before all this dumbass social media and all this stuff. Um, Times was better then, anyway, in my opinion, and before all this stuff. But yep, so that was my first love story, and he was very intelligent too. I know that's my problem that I had. I always felt like I just think he deserved like better, like, 'cause he was so smart. He was like a straight A, just really, really a smart guy. And I don't think I thought I was good enough. I don't think because even though age wise I was older, but I started college late. I didn't go to college right after high school. I think I didn't go until I was like 19 or 20. So I think I was 20 when I started college. I think. And so even though I was a freshman, I was older than him. And he was I think he was a sophomore, or was he a junior already? I think he was a sophomore. And he was just so intelligent though. He really was. He was a thorough dude, like I said. And that was my first time going to New York. I had went for that Thanksgiving break. We had caught the train. That was my first time. Was that my first time on the train? I think that was my first time on the train that I can remember. If I was when I was a kid, I don't know, but I think that was my first time on the train. And yep, went to New York, stayed there for Thanksgiving break. Met his mom, who's a beautiful mom, and I think I met his sister. I don't recall that. I remember a little bit, but yep, that was my first love story.